Hi, good morning. This is Ferdinand. I am here once again to answer our assignment in Business Enterprise subject for laboratory number 5. The question is to enumerate the types, characteristic, advantages, limitations, and limitations of production processes. To begin with, what are the characteristics of a production system? Production system is an organized activity, so every production system has an objective. The system transforms various inputs to useful outputs. It does not operate in isolation from other organizational systems. There exists a feedback about the activities which is essential to control and improve system performance. And what are the type of production processes? The first one is called the job shop production. It is characterized by manufacturing of one or few quantity of products designed and produced as per the specifications of customers within fixed time and cost. It produces piece of goods in small batches. A job shop comprises of general purpose machines arranged into different departments. So each job demands unique technological requirements, demand processing on machines in a certain sequence. So what are the characteristics of a job shop production? First, it has a high variety of products and low volume. It uses of general purpose machines and facilities. Highly skilled operators who can take up each job as a challenge because of uniqueness. Large inventory of materials, tools, parts, detailed planning is essential for sequencing the requirements of each product. Capacities for each work center and other priorities. So what are the advantages of a job shop production? A variety of products can be produced because of the general purpose machines and facilities. Operators will become more skilled and competent as each job gives them learning opportunities. It has a full potential of operators can be utilized, and opportunity exists for creative methods and innovative ideas. But then, what are the limitations of a job shop production? The cost is higher due to frequent setup changes. Higher level of inventory at all levels, hence higher inventory cost. Production planning is complicated, and there is a larger space requirements. The second type of production processes is called the batch production. It's defined by American Production and Inventory Control Society, or it's with an abbreviations of APICS, as a form of manufacturing in which the job passes through the functional department in lots or batches, and it may have a different routing. It is characterized by the manufacturer of limited number of products produced at regular intervals and stock awaiting sale. So what are the characteristics of a batch production system? It has a shorter production runs. Plant and machinery are more flexible. The plant and machinery setup is used for the production of items in a batch, and change of setup is required for processing the next batch. Manufacturing lead time and costs are lower as compared to job order production. So what are the advantages of a batch production? It has better utilizations of plant and machinery, promotes functional specialization. Costs per unit is lower as compared to job order production. Lower investment in plant and machinery. Flexibility to accommodate and process numbers of products. Job satisfaction exists for operators. Limitations of batch productions are as follows. Material handling is complex because of irregular and longer flow. Production planning and control is complex. Work in process inventory is higher compared to continuous production. Higher setup costs due to frequent changes in setup. And the next type of production system is called the mass production. Manufacturer discrete parts are assemblies using a continuous process. This production system is justified by very large volume of production. The machines are arranged in a line or product layout. Product and processes standardization exists, and all output flows have the same path. The characteristic of a mass productions are standardization of product and process sequence, dedicated special purpose machines having higher production capacities and output rates, large volume of products, shorter cycle time of productions, lower in-process inventory, perfectly balanced production lines. The flow of materials, components, and parts is continuous and without any backtracking. Production planning is controlled and easy. Material handling can be completely automatic. Advantages of mass productions: higher rate of production with reduced cycle time, higher capacity utilization due to line balancing, less skilled operators are required, and low process inventory. And lastly is manufacturing cost per unit is low. What are the limitations of mass productions? Breakdown of one machine will stop an entire production line. So line layout needs major change with the changes in the product design. High investment in production facilities. The cycle time is determined by the slowest operation. And our next part of production processes is called the continuous production. When facilities are arranged as per the sequence of production operations, from the first operation to the sequence of production operations, from the first operations to finish the product, the items are made to flow through the sequence of operations through material handling devices such as conveyor, transfer devices, and etc. So what are the characteristics of a continuous production? Dedicated plant and equipment with zero flexibility. Material handling is fully automated. Process follows a predetermined sequence of operations. Component materials cannot be readily identified with the final product. Planning and scheduling is a routine action. And what are the advantages of continuous production? Standardizations of product and process sequence. It has a higher rate of production with reduced cycle time. It has a higher capacity utilization due to line balancing. Manpower is not required for material handling as it is completely automatic. Person with limited skills can be used in the production line. Unit cost is lower due to high volume of production. What are the limitations of continuous production? Flexibility to accommodate and processes number of products does not exist. Very high investment for setting flow lines. And lastly is the product differentiation is limited. And that is our activity number 5 for production system. I hope you learned something from it and have a good day.